Remember that as you procrastinate, life does not pause. According to the Stoics, the biggest fools are those who delay virtue and wait for a more favorable moment. In the relentless march of time, there is no better moment to take action than now. Right now is the only moment you truly possess, and thus, it is the only real moment in which you can do good and practice the Stoic virtues of discipline, courage, justice, and wisdom. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, embrace the imperfect present. Use the present moment to remind yourself of the Stoic rule that while we are postponing life, it speeds by. Lesson 1. The imperative of now. Embrace the present moment in the grand tapestry of existence, where the threads of time weave through the fabric of reality. The teachings of Stoicism emerge as a guiding light, illuminating the path to wisdom and inner peace. The Stoics, with their profound insight into the human condition, remind us of the fleeting nature of our earthly tenure. Marcus Aurelius, a pillar of Stoic philosophy, poignantly captures this sentiment, stating, "Time is a river, a violent current of events glimpsed once and already carried past us, and another follows and is gone." This vivid metaphor serves not as a lament, but as a clarion call to seize the moment and live with purpose. Call to action, it urges us to plunge into the river of the present, swimming vigorously against the currents of procrastination and complacency. In the Stoic perspective, delaying is tantamount to denying oneself the full richness of living in the current moment, the only moment where we can genuinely exercise our will, make meaningful choices, and shape our destiny. Stoicism teaches us that the present moment is not merely a fleeting point in time, but a gateway to the practice of virtue. Marcus Aurelius admonishes us, urging, "Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful." This counsel serves as a guiding light for the Stoic principle of focusing on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. The present moment becomes a battleground where Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are finely honed. Every second squandered in worry or envy is a second stolen from the cultivation of these virtues. The Stoic, therefore, doesn't aim to fill time with idle pursuits, but seeks to infuse it with purposeful action that benefits both oneself and the broader community. By embracing the present, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature, recognizing our role in the larger continuum of existence, and acting in a manner that harmonizes with the common good. Embracing the present becomes an act of rebellion against the tyranny of the past and the uncertainty of the future, a declaration of independence from the shackles of regret and the chains of anxiety. Seneca, another luminary of Stoicism, challenges us by stating, "Putting things off is the biggest waste of life. It snatches away each day as it comes and denies us the present by promising the future." In this pursuit, the Stoic discovers freedom, the freedom to act, to change, to forge a path forward without being bound by the constraints of procrastination. Live authentically in the present. Demand the best for yourself now, not in some distant tomorrow that may never come, as Epicurus advises. Stoics don't wait for perfect conditions. They make the present the arena of their virtue and the forge of their character. Adopting this mindset means not just passing through time, but seizing it, shaping it, and, in the process, shaping ourselves. The Stoic lesson is simple: value the present, as it holds the potential for growth, fulfillment, and peace. Life marches on relentlessly, waiting for no one. Therefore, the wise don't delay virtue but cultivate it moment by moment, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary and the mundane into the meaningful. Lesson 2 brings us the wisdom of time management, using rationality for effective use of time in life's intricate dance. Stoicism teaches us to dance with intention and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasized the critical role of rationality in allocating our most precious resource, time. He advocated for a life guided by reason, where choices reflect not just immediate desires but deeper values. This rational approach to managing time requires us to scrutinize priorities, distinguishing between what is truly important and what is merely urgent. By doing so, our actions align with our highest principles, dedicating our moments to activities that nurture growth, contribute to the common good, and bring us closer to the Stoic ideal of a virtuous life. Through this lens, time management becomes an exercise in wisdom, a deliberate structuring of our days to embody the virtues we esteem, facing time with purpose and intention. With courage and discipline, the Stoic perspective on time encourages us to confront each day with bravery and self-control. Recognizing that every moment presents an opportunity to practice virtue, Aurelius reminds us, "Remember how long you've been putting this off. there is a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and will never return. This thought-provoking reflection serves as a catalyst for action, urging us to seize the present with vigor and determination. It teaches us to approach our tasks, responsibilities, and even leisure with a sense of purpose. Stoicism doesn't promote a relentless grind, but advocates for a balanced, thoughtful engagement with our endeavors. Time should not be spent in idle distraction, but in pursuits that refine our character and enrich our souls. Embracing the finite nature of time, the Stoic acknowledgement of life's impermanence becomes a powerful tool for time management. By reminding ourselves of the transient nature of existence, as Aurelius does when he notes, "Time, how brief and fleeting your allotment of it," we are inspired to value each second. This awareness doesn't lead to a morbid fixation on death, but to a vibrant, active engagement with life. It encourages us to live each day as if it were our last, making the most of the precious time we have. We are both the first and the last, infusing our actions with meaning and urgency. This Stoic lesson encourages us to embrace the finite nature of time with gratitude and intention, making the most of the opportunities we are given and leaving behind a legacy of virtue and wisdom. It is a call to live fully, not in fear of time's passage, but in celebration of the potential each moment holds. Lesson 3 introduces the virtue of embracing change, highlighting Stoic flexibility and valuing time. Rooted in the wisdom of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epicurus, Stoic philosophy teaches us that the only constant in the universe is change. Aurelius observed, "Some things are rushing into existence, others out of it. Some of what now exists is already gone." Change and flux constantly remake the world, just as the incessant progression of time remakes eternity. Embracing this relentless flow of change is not an exercise in resignation, but a call to adaptability and resilience. To value time through a Stoic lens is to understand and accept the impermanent nature of our circumstances, relationships, and even ourselves. It encourages us to view each moment as precious and unique, a fleeting opportunity to act virtuously, learn, and grow. Adapting to change with virtue in the face of life's inevitable changes, Stoicism doesn't advocate for passive acceptance, but rather for active engagement aligned with virtue. The philosophy urges us to meet change with a balanced mix of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These cardinal virtues guide us in navigating the ebb and flow of existence, ensuring that we act in accordance with our highest ideals, regardless of external circumstances. By internalizing these principles, we can face change with resilience and purpose. The Stoic acceptance of change teaches us to manage our time and actions with flexibility and grace. This involves prioritizing our commitments and responsibilities in a way that not only aligns with the current reality, but also reflects our long-term aspirations and values. It's about making the most of the present while remaining prepared to adjust our plans and goals as the world shifts around us. Living fully in each moment, the Stoic embrace of change encourages us to value time as the arena in which we express our virtues and realize our potential. Epictetus's reminder that no thing great is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig, underscores the importance of patience and persistence in the face of change. It recognizes that growth and achievement are processes that unfold over time, shaped by our continuous efforts and adaptations. This perspective inspires us to dedicate ourselves to our tasks and relationships with wholehearted commitment, understanding that the essence of life is not found in static achievement, but in the dynamic journey of becoming. By valuing each moment as an irreplaceable component of our life's narrative, we cultivate a deep appreciation for the present and an openness to the possibilities that change brings. Lesson 4. The discipline of self-reflection, Stoic insights on time well spent. Stoicism, with its profound emphasis on self-awareness and mindfulness, extends an invitation to engage in daily self-reflection as a means of valuing and effectively utilizing our time. Marcus Aurelius, through his personal writings, exemplifies an unwavering commitment to this practice, showcasing how it serves as a cornerstone of Stoic discipline. By setting aside time each day to contemplate our thoughts, actions, and the motivations behind them, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of our place in the world and our responsibilities to ourselves and others. This reflective practice goes beyond mere introspection. It is a disciplined method for aligning our daily lives with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Through self-reflection, we assess whether our use of time aligns with our highest values, making adjustments as necessary to ensure that our actions are intentional and purposeful. The Stoic practice of self-reflection is fundamentally a tool for personal growth and improvement. It encourages us to question whether we have spent our time in a manner that contributes to our development as virtuous individuals and whether our actions have advanced our understanding, compassion, and resilience. This ongoing dialogue with oneself fosters a heightened sense of responsibility for our own time and actions, urging us to make choices that are not only rational but also morally and ethically sound. By regularly examining our behaviors and their outcomes, we become more adept at identifying areas for improvement, setting the stage for meaningful change. This Stoic lesson teaches us that self-reflection is a powerful tool for cultivating a virtuous and purposeful life. Valuing time goes beyond being efficient or productive. It's about personal growth, learning, and continually striving for virtue. Incorporating reflection into our daily lives transforms our relationship with time. It turns each day into an opportunity for self-assessment and recalibration, helping us stay focused on long-term goals and aligned with our core principles. This doesn't require long periods of isolation. Instead, it can be practiced in quiet moments throughout the day. In the morning, we can set intentions. In the evening, we can evaluate achievements and setbacks. Even in the midst of activities, we can maintain mindfulness and presence. The key is consistency and sincerity in the practice, making it a natural part of our daily routine. By doing so, we honor the Stoic tradition and empower ourselves to live more fully, ensuring each moment contributes to the cultivation of a well-examined and virtuous life. Lesson 5. The Power of Now. Stoic emphasis on present action. Stoicism, known for its practicality and depth, teaches us the invaluable value of living in the present. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic paragon, eloquently reminds us that the future is beyond our control, urging us to focus on the here and now. No matter how tiny your share of it, time, how brief and fleeting your allotment of it, fate, how small a role you play in it. This reflection isn't meant to diminish our significance, but to highlight the preciousness of the present moment. In the grand cosmic scale, our time is limited. It becomes imperative to seize the day, not in a hedonistic rush, but with a mindful appreciation of the opportunities and duties that lie before us. Stoicism encourages us to be fully present, making the most of each moment in our journey through life. For us Stoics, valuing time means fully engaging in the present, throwing ourselves into tasks and relationships with energy and integrity. Every moment becomes a chance to express virtue, emphasizing action over procrastination. The Stoic lesson on the power of now includes a stern warning against delaying life, with Seneca chastising the folly of putting things off to a future that might never come. Live immediately, he urges. This philosophy pushes us to face tasks and challenges without delay, recognizing that taking action is a fundamental expression of our agency and autonomy. Procrastination, in this view, isn't just about time management, but a moral failing, a refusal to engage meaningfully and productively with the present. Stoics advocate for a life where time is treated as a sacred gift, not to be wasted but filled with activities reflecting our commitment to personal excellence and the welfare of others. By embracing the Stoic discipline of action, we learn to navigate our days with purpose and determination, ensuring our time is invested in the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Integrating Stoic principles into daily life isn't an abstract concept. It's a practical guide to living. It encourages us to be fully present in our work, study, or leisure, making a conscious effort to stay attentive to our thoughts and actions, ensuring they align with our values and goals. It's about living with mindfulness and purpose, being adaptable and ready to seize unforeseen opportunities for growth and learning. By adopting the Stoic mindset, we cultivate a life of meaning and satisfaction, proving that the true value of time lies not in its quantity, but in the quality of our engagement with the present moment. Lesson 6. The virtue of patience. Stoic teachings on time and endurance. In an era that prizes speed and efficiency, Stoicism offers a countercultural perspective on the value of patience. The Stoic philosophers such as Seneca regarded patience not merely as a virtue in waiting, but as a profound understanding of time's natural course. No thing great is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig, remarked Epictetus, suggesting that all things of value require time to come to fruition. This Stoic insight into patience encourages us to recalibrate our expectations and to recognize that meaningful achievements and personal growth cannot be rushed. It teaches us to embrace the slow and often imperceptible progress in our endeavors and personal development, trusting in the process and the passage of time. By valuing patience, we learn to appreciate the present moment, understanding the time spent in anticipation or frustration is time not fully lived. Stoicism thus offers a framework for enduring life's trials and for pursuing our goals with a calm persistence free from the anxiety that often accompanies our race against time. Patience as a path to wisdom. The Stoic virtue of patience extends beyond mere endurance. It is a pathway to wisdom and a deeper appreciation of life's complexities. Through patience, we allow ourselves the space to reflect, learn, and adapt, recognizing that wisdom often emerges from the contemplation of our experiences over time. This Stoic practice encourages us to view delays and obstacles not as hindrances but as opportunities for growth and reflection. Remind us that the most valuable lessons take time to understand and integrate into our lives. Cultivating patience also brings a deeper sense of peace and contentment, enhancing our ability to value and wisely use our time. Stoicism teaches us that by embracing patience, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, becoming more attuned to the rhythms of the world and our place within it. This transformation in our relationship with time leads to a greater appreciation for the present and a more thoughtful engagement with our future. Lesson 7. The Art of Prioritization. Stoic Guidance on Essentialism. In Stoicism, prioritization isn't just a time management strategy, it's a fundamental aspect of living a virtuous and meaningful life. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature and the universe, stress the importance of distinguishing between what is essential and what is not. Marcus Aurelius, in his reflective meditations, emphasized focusing on what is within our power and letting go of what we cannot control. This Stoic wisdom directly applies to how we choose to spend our time, urging us to invest our energy in actions that align with our core values and contribute to our growth and well-being. Practicing the art of prioritization helps us navigate distractions and demands with discernment, dedicating ourselves to tasks that truly matter and forsaking those that detract from our purpose. This deliberate focus not only enhances the quality of our lives but also deepens our engagement with the present moment, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. The virtue of saying no becomes a powerful tool in prioritizing what truly matters in our journey toward a virtuous and meaningful life. Central to the Stoic art of prioritization is the virtue of saying no, an empowering act of self-determination and clarity. Seneca, in his letters, advised against squandering our finite time on unworthy or frivolous activities, emphasizing the courage needed to decline invitations and demands that don't serve our higher objectives. This aspect of Stoicism challenges us to set boundaries and be mindful of our commitments, ensuring they reflect our deepest convictions and aspirations. The ability to say no isn't a rejection of others, but an affirmation of ourselves and our commitment to living in accordance with Stoic principles. It liberates us from the tyranny of the urgent, societal expectations and the clutter of unessential engagements, granting us the space and freedom to cultivate virtue, wisdom, and contentment. Through the disciplined practice of saying no, we honor our time as a precious resource, directing it towards activities that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us, embodying the Stoic ideal of purposeful living. Lesson 8. The Practice of Mindfulness. Stoic Embracing of Each Moment. Stoicism, at its core, encourages a deep engagement with the present moment, advocating for a life lived in full awareness and mindfulness. This ancient philosophy teaches us that the quality of our time isn't determined by the quantity of tasks we accomplish, but by the depth of our presence in each task. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic exemplar, practiced mindfulness by constantly reminding himself to focus on the task at hand, live in the moment, and appreciate the beauty and significance of the now. He believed that by anchoring ourselves in the present, we harness the full potential of our time, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for wisdom, virtue, and joy. Stoicism, therefore, invites us to embrace each moment with mindfulness, making the most of the present and cultivating a life filled with purpose and meaning. Central to the Stoic art of prioritization is the virtue of saying no, an empowering act of self-determination and clarity. Seneca, in his letters, advised against squandering our finite time on unworthy or frivolous activities, emphasizing the courage needed to decline invitations and demands that don't serve our higher objectives. This aspect of Stoicism challenges us to set boundaries and be mindful of our commitments, ensuring they reflect our deepest convictions and aspirations. The ability to say no isn't a rejection of others, but an affirmation of ourselves and our commitment to living in accordance with Stoic principles. It liberates us from the tyranny of the urgent, societal expectations and the clutter of unessential engagements, granting us the space and freedom to cultivate virtue, wisdom, and contentment. Through the disciplined practice of saying no, we honor our time as a precious resource, directing it towards activities that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us, embodying the Stoic ideal of purposeful living. Lesson 8. The Practice of Mindfulness. Stoic Embracing of Each Moment. Stoicism, at its core, encourages a deep engagement with the present moment, advocating for a life lived in full awareness and mindfulness. This ancient philosophy teaches us that the quality of our time isn't determined by the quantity of tasks we accomplish, but by the depth of our presence in each task. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic exemplar, practiced mindfulness by constantly reminding himself to focus on the task at hand, live in the moment, and appreciate the beauty and significance of the now. He believed that by anchoring ourselves in the present, we harness the full potential of our time, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for wisdom, virtue, and joy. Stoicism, therefore, invites us to embrace each moment with mindfulness, making the most of the present and cultivating a life filled with purpose and meaning. Central to the Stoic art of prioritization is the virtue of saying no, an empowering act of self-determination and clarity. Seneca, in his letters, advised against squandering our finite time on unworthy or frivolous activities, emphasizing the courage needed to decline invitations and demands that don't serve our higher objectives. This aspect of Stoicism challenges us to set boundaries and be mindful of our commitments, ensuring they reflect our deepest convictions and aspirations. The ability to say no isn't a rejection of others, but an affirmation of ourselves and our commitment to living in accordance with Stoic principles. It liberates us from the tyranny of the urgent, societal expectations and the clutter of unessential engagements, granting us the space and freedom to cultivate virtue, wisdom, and contentment. Through the disciplined practice of saying no, we honor our time as a precious resource, directing it towards activities that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us, embodying the Stoic ideal of purposeful living. Lesson 8. The practice of mindfulness, Stoic embracing of each moment. Stoicism, at its core, encourages a deep engagement with the present moment, advocating for a life lived in full awareness and mindfulness. This ancient philosophy teaches us that the quality of our time isn't determined by the quantity of tasks we accomplish, but by the depth of our presence in each task. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic exemplar, practiced mindfulness by constantly reminding himself to focus on the task at hand, live in the moment, and appreciate the beauty and significance of the now. He believed that by anchoring ourselves in the present, we harness the full potential of our time, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for wisdom, virtue, and joy. Stoicism, therefore, invites us to embrace each moment with mindfulness, making the most of the present and cultivating a life filled with purpose and meaning. Offers a framework for mindfulness that transcends mere meditation or contemplation. It is a comprehensive approach to living that infuses every action, decision, and interaction with intentionality and focus. By adopting a Stoic approach to mindfulness, we learn to navigate the distractions and pressures of daily life with equanimity, ensuring that our time is spent meaningfully and aligned with our deepest values. The power of presence and valuing time. The Stoic practice of mindfulness emphasizes the transformative power of presence. It teaches us that being fully present in each moment is not only a way of valuing time, but also of enriching our experience of life. This focus on the present moment allows us to break free from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties, enabling us to engage with life as it unfolds. The Stoics understood that time, when filled with presence and awareness, expands in its value and significance, transforming even the simplest activities into profound experiences. Through mindfulness, we cultivate a sense of gratitude for the present, recognizing the impermanence of each moment and the importance of embracing it fully. Stoic wisdom encourages us to slow down, savor the richness of life, and approach our days with a sense of purpose and reverence. In practicing mindfulness, we embody the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature, accepting the flow of time with grace, and using it to cultivate virtue, wisdom, and contentment. Lesson 9. The significance of routine, establishing Stoic rituals for daily living. Stoicism teaches the importance of establishing a consistent routine, not as a means to confine us, but to liberate us from the chaos of undirected time. Through disciplined structure. By incorporating daily rituals, we have the chance to systematically practice Stoic virtues, embedding wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance into the fabric of our daily lives. Marcus Aurelius himself adhered to a routine of reflection, meditation, and physical exercise, recognizing these practices as essential for maintaining his philosophical equilibrium while ruling an empire. This Stoic approach to routine emphasizes that valuing time goes beyond mere productivity. It's about cultivating a reflective, purposeful life aligned with our highest ideals. The power of Stoic rituals and daily practice. Establishing Stoic rituals, such as journaling, meditation, physical exercise, or engaged reading, serves as a powerful tool for personal development and effective time valuation. These rituals anchor us in the present, providing a stable foundation to confront the day's challenges with clarity and equanimity. They remind us that each day is a new opportunity to progress on our Stoic journey, to live according to nature, and to fulfill our role in the cosmic order with diligence and grace. Furthermore, these daily practices enable us to pause and reflect on our actions, assess our progress toward virtue, and recalibrate our intentions. The Stoic routine is not a rigid structure but a flexible framework that adapts to our evolving needs and circumstances, guiding us towards a more mindful and meaningful engagement with time. By valuing the transformative potential of routine, we embrace the opportunity for personal growth and align ourselves with Stoic principles in our daily lives. Mastering the craft of cherishing your life confidently strides through the world equipped with the enduring wisdom of Stoicism, transforming every moment into a mirror reflecting your noblest self. Guys, if you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to develop yourself even further, here's an ebook for you to grow even more in 2024, link in the description.